Let's continue with advantages of informal organization. First advantage is fast communication. Informal structure does not follow skeleton, so obviously the communication will be quick and fast. Fulfills social needs. Informal communication gives proper importance to psychological needs of the employees. That means it is motivating them to develop social bonds, and it will fulfill the social needs of the employees. Then correct feedback. Through informal structure, top level managers can know the real situation, real feedback of employees, because they have developed informal relation, a comfortable relation with the employees, right? So they will get the correct feedback from employees. Sometimes bache, companies make strategic use of informal organization. How they are going to make use of the informal organization? The knowledge of informal group can be used to get the support of employees and improve their performance. Sometimes बच्चे हम informal group में इतना अच्छा bond develop करते हैं, हम group की working के बारे में information gain करते हैं, और अगर कहीं हमें ज़रूरत पड़ती है we can try to improve the working. Through grapevine, important information can be transmitted quickly. What is grapevine? Like in a bunch of grapes. Grapes are over here and there. In grapevine, it is a type of communication जिसमें आप किसी से भी कभी भी बात करते हो. Through that structure, information बहुत easily transmit हो सकती है. And by cooperating with the informal groups, the manager can skillfully take the advantage of both formal and informal group. Then comes disadvantages of informal organization. First is spread rumor. According to survey, 70% of information spread through informal group. Whatever rumors are spread in the organizations, that are because of rumors, that are because of this informal groups, which may mislead the employees also. Then is no systematic working, because there is no proper structure of working in the organization, so systematic working is also not there. It may bring negative results. Sometimes if informal organization opposes the policies or changes of the management, then it will become difficult to implement the policies. Informal group आपस में यूनिटी कर लेते हैं, चेंजेस को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते, तो वर्किंग आप अचीव नहीं कर पाते हो, नेगेटिव रिजल्ट्स देना शुरू हो जाते हो. एंड मोर एम्फेसिस टू इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट. इनफॉर्मल स्ट्रक्चर जो है वो अपने सोशल सर्कल को ज़्यादा एम्फेसिस डालते हैं एज कम्पेयर टू द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल इंटरेस्ट. सो these are the disadvantages of informal organization. Then comes difference between formal and informal organization. First is formation. Formal organization is formed deliberately, and informal organization structure created automatically. Purpose of formal organization is achievement of organizational goal, and informal organization is achievement of psychological satisfaction. Behavior of members. Under formal organization structure, the behavior of employees is decided by the managers, and in informal organization structure, no control of management is there. लोगों का behavior अपने बेसिस पे डिपेंड करता है. स्ट्रक्चर. अंडर फॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन देयर इज वेल डिफाइंड स्ट्रक्चर, हायरार्की है, स्केलर चेन है, सुपीरियर subordinate relationship is there. But in case of informal organization, there is no well defined structure, no fixed superior subordinate relationship, no scalar chain. Then comes communication. Under formal organization, we are going to follow proper scalar chain for communication purpose, and in informal organization, we are not going to follow any scalar chain. We can talk to anyone anyway. There is no need to do written communication. We may do oral communication also. Then comes leadership. In formal organization structure, direct relationship between authority and leadership. That highest, the person who is having highest authority will be the leader, and the other person will be the subordinate. And in informal structure, there is no relationship between authority and leadership, right? Then stability or duration. Formal organization structure, it lasts for long time period, and informal organization structure lasts for short period. Very stable, unstable होता है ये. Rules and regulation. Formal organization structure follows the rules strictly, and employees are supposed to follow rules and regulations strictly, otherwise penalties will be there. And in case of informal structure, no rules and regulation for members of informal organization. If they are not working properly, no penalties also there. Interdependence. Formal structure is independent structure which can exist systematically after the organizing process is over. Informal structure depends upon formal organization. Flow of authority. In case of formal structure, authority flows from top to bottom. In case of informal structure, authority flows in all the direction. This is the difference between formal and informal. In this diagram, bache, you can see the dark lines are showing formal structure of the organization, and the imaginary lines are showing the informal structure in the organization. So in the dark lines, it is showing if the general manager wants to talk to the production manager or production officer or sales officer, he will convey the message to sales manager, and the sales manager will convey the message to the sales officer. That means they will follow the chain, scalar chain. But in case the production officer wants to talk to sales officer, how he is going to talk? Production officer will convey to production manager will convey to general manager will convey to sales manager, and sales manager to sales officer. But if it is an informal organization, sales officer will directly communicate with the production officer. This is the difference between formal and informal organization. Now, what does this picture depict? This picture depicts we are giving something to someone. So, this is called delegation of authority. What is delegation of authority? Bache, listen carefully. In every organization, managers are assigned lot of work, and one manager cannot perform his work alone. He needs the help of his subordinates. So, he divides the work among his subordinates according to the qualification, according to their eligibility to get the work done from them. This means he is sharing his responsibilities with them. Whenever a person deliberately passes his responsibility to his immediate superior, delegation mein you have to use word immediate subordinate. When the superior delegates the authority to his immediate subordinate, in that case he is delegating the authority. The process of entrusting responsibility and authority to the subordinate and creating accountability on those employees who are entrusted responsibility and authority. That means बच्चे, आप किसी अपने subordinate को authority और responsibility दे रहे हो and आप उसको answerable कर रहे हो, that now you are accountable, that I have given you the responsibility and authority to the work, and now you are answerable whether you will be able, why you were not able to complete the work. This is called delegation of authority. In simple words, delegation refers to downward transfer of authority from superior to subordinate. That means when superior gives some work, task to be completed, give some work to be done by the subordinate, this is called delegation of authority. Delegation of authority can be defined as assigning certain responsibilities along with the necessary authorities by a superior to his subordinate. Delegation is basically, it is subdivision of work, suballocation of powers to subordinates in order to achieve the results. And always remember the last point which I am speaking, this is the principle of absoluteness of accountability. This says whenever we are transferring the authority, we are delegating authority, we are delegating responsibility, but this does not mean that we are giving accountability properly. Delegation is not a process of abdication. Abdication means आप अपनी responsibility finish नहीं कर सकते. Suppose बच्चे, I am a superior, मैंने अपने subordinate को कोई काम दिया करने के लिए, अगर मेरा subordinate उस work को complete नहीं करता है, he is answerable to me, no doubt. But I am also answerable to my boss. I cannot run away by saying कि मैंने ये work इसको transfer कर दिया था, now he will give answer to you. I can't say this. It was my duty to get the work done either by myself or by my subordinate. So I will be equally answerable. So I can never pass the authority accountability. Accountability can never be delegated. I'll give you one example. If sales manager is assigned a target of selling 1,000 units in 1 month, he divided his target among his 5 salespersons. One salesman fell sick. So at the end of the month, 4 persons achieved the target. That means they were able to sell 800 units. But now in this situation, the manager cannot say that I have delegated the authority to my subordinates. So now he will be answerable for not selling 200 units. The manager will also be answerable for 200 units. In that case, he was supposed to continuously check the working of the subordinate. This is known as the principle of absoluteness of accountability, that we can never delegate or pass the accountability, right? Then comes elements of delegation. This is also known as the process of delegation. There are 3 elements of delegation. These are responsibility, authority, accountability. Let's study them one by one. First is responsibility. Responsibility means the work assigned to an individual. It includes all the physical. It is the second process, second step. Responsibility, first of all, we are going to discuss. It means the work assigned to an individual. It is the first step in the process of delegation. It includes mental and physical activities. Whatever mental and physical activities the subordinates are doing in order to achieve the organizational goal, that is known as responsibility. And the process begins where the manager passes his responsibility, his part of his work to his subordinates. That means he is delegating some part of his responsibility to his subordinates. Then comes features of responsibilities. Responsibility is the obligation of subordinate. It is the duty of the subordinate to properly perform the assigned duty. It arises from superior subordinate relationship. Only superior can give a responsibility to subordinate, and it flows upward. When superior gives duty to subordinate, now subordinate is responsible to the superior for completing the work. So responsibility flows upward. Then comes responsibility, after comes authority. What is authority? Authority means power to take decision. That means to carry on the business, to carry on the complete your responsibilities, we need to take the decisions also. So when the superior will give us the power to take the required decisions, that means he is delegating us the authority. The delegation of authority is the second step in the organizing process. When managers are passing their responsibilities to subordinate, जब आप responsibilities अपने subordinates को देते हो, you also pass some authority